All right, here with Jake Steele. Jake, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am well. Appreciate you sitting down with me.
Of course.
Jake, you're a redshirt sophomore out of Temecula, California, and played at Murrieta High School. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So you transferred in here from San Jose. How's that transition been, and what have you seen as the biggest differences between the two programs?
Just mentality of the players, the blue collar work mentality is real here. This from everything we do, from meetings to workouts to lifts and practices, everyone is on top of their stuff 24/7. And that's the reason that I wanted to come here is because I knew from my younger brother that was the type of mentality that they had here, and that's what I was looking for, and that's why I'm here.
That kind of leads into my next question. For those that don't realize, Jake's brother Jason does also play on the team and also plays offensive line. How much did Jason kind of talk you into it or talk it up, and how much did that have to do with you transferring to Boise State?
It wasn't even like him trying to coerce me to come here. I told him what I was looking for, and he's been telling me how much he loves it here and how much he loves the room and the coaches, and that Coach D was being moved to head coach, and how much he loved him. And when it was time for me to go to the portal, of course I asked him how do you like it there, and he told me the truth. He told me it was nothing but hard work, but it was rewarding work, and they've seen incredible success over the years, of course, and it was just a given. I had to go here.
How's it been playing with your brother? I mean, did you guys play together in high school as well?
Yeah, we did play together in high school, but we were on different sides of the ball. Or not different sides of the line. I was playing left tackle, he was playing right tackle. But being right next to him, being able to do combo blocks with him because he's the center and I'm a guard, it's just indescribable. The level of chemistry. Or I think we had Hawaii. That was my first drive in on Hawaii, and we had a double team that worked out really well. And Ashton, of course, took it to the house. And I just looked at him immediately, and I was just like, "Oh, look, we scored!" It was it was a great feeling, something I can't describe, and I'm just truly blessed to be able to have my brother here on the same team and someone in my corner.
Yeah. So does some of that sibling rivalry kind of continue into the college years? Do you guys push each other?
Yeah, it's not really a rivalry. It's more of like a motivation, sort of because we're both in each other's corner. We want each other to succeed. We knew that coming in that we could be competing for the same spot, and what was most important was each of our happiness and being able to play on the same team together. Something that is not doesn't take place a lot, and we're always pushing each other. And if I'm messing up or he's messing up, or even if we're doing good or whatever, we're always in each other's corner, hyping each other up, telling each other what we need to hear. So I'm incredibly happy for that.
So little brother,
yeah.
How have you seen little brother improve over the years?
First of all, I don't really like the term little brother because he's the exact same size as me.
Fair enough.
I give him the respect of younger brother because he's very deserving of my respect. But he's developed incredibly over the years. Even, in the 2 years or 3 years that we were separated when he was in high school and his first years here at Boise, just his size and his strength has increased exponentially, and that speaks to his work ethic. He's grown to be a position where he was a starter, started a few games here, and, very proud of him.
Yes, I'm imagining little is not something that either of the Steele brothers have been called very much over the years.
Yeah.
Your parents, they must have been pretty excited that you're both playing on the same team, but you guys played each other last year. How did they handle that game last year on the blue?
They made T-shirts. They split household T-shirts, but they would only cheer for the offense because we were both on the offense. So. We ended up, San Jose ended up losing that game, so I was a little upset. So they're like, "Oh, you guys played a great game," and Jason got the celebratory hugs and stuff. But it was just one of those games. There's always a winner, always a loser. They played better than, or we played better than San Jose that game, and took it home. So
very good. Do they come to many games?
Yeah, they've come to every game, along with a bunch of other family. My grandparents make it to a lot of games, and they're in their 80s and 90s. So they're troopers for sure.
Are they gonna forge the winds and cold of Laramie this weekend though?
My dad will. Yeah, my mom is taken up by other things, but my dad will be at the game along with a few, or aunt and uncle and a few cousins.
Those are some brave folks there. How was it playing against your former team last week?
It was interesting. I knew going in, I wasn't going to be able to flip the switch and, kind of turn it to anger against these guys like how I normally would for a defense. I'd have to fight because, I love the brothers next to me and behind me, and not because of hatred of the enemy. And it was weird because, I'd end up blocking one of my old friends or someone I used to hang out with a lot, and they just kind of like, hey, what's up? It just kind of, it take you out of the game for a second. But it was kind of funny. It was an interesting experience because it wasn't like like we don't like this guy because he left us, whatever. They knew that I was searching for something more, and they were happy for me, and we were able to put it on against a good team.
You came in during fall and probably had to play a little catch-up, I'm guessing. How much did veterans like Ben Dooley, Roger Carrion, Cage Casey, how much did they help you play catch-up?
A lot. So I started out at tackle until my injury. But, I'd lean on Cage and Hall, and, I'd be in the meeting room as much as possible, just trying to learn the offense and learn all the minute things. There's still a lot that I have to learn. But, just trying to get as much detail as possible from the older guys. And when I switched over to guard, Ben Dooley was a huge help. Mason was a huge help because he used to play guard as well, and he's, a fantastic center. So he knows all the different minute things that you have to be thinking about. So just asking those veteran guys all the questions that I have or all the different scenarios, they've been a great help. So I'm incredibly thankful for both of them.
You played tackle at San Jose. You're playing guard currently. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've seen you warming up at center pre-game. So you're kind of all over the place. To someone who isn't really familiar with how offensive line play goes, how hard is it to move from one position to the next?
It's relatively the same, but there's you're looking at different things. You're looking, you have different technique between like tackle and an interior position. Center, you obviously have to worry about the snap, but tackle is a lot more athletic position. You're playing long. You have a lot more space to worry about. Guard, you're a lot more low, slow, and wide, a little bit more of a physical position. And then center, you're the brain of the entire offense. So we rely a lot on the center, and just trusting his calls and all that. But yeah, it's difficult switching. I've been playing right guard here for the last couple months, and I played a little bit of guard at San Jose as well. But just being able to be versatile, is what every offense needs. So wherever they need me, I'll try my best to play.
So last week, going into the game, seems like you and Tyler Kenneth were kind of splitting time. Unfortunately, Tyler goes down. You're never happy for a teammate getting injured. I have no doubt about that. But how much did that kind of excite you to know I'm going in? This is my spot now.
It was
at least for the rest of the game, to be fair.
Yeah. It was just kind of TK going down was more of a motivating thing for the entire offensive line. It's like, okay, we're doing this for TK. Like, he can't, be in for the rest of the game, and like we know how much that hurts. We've had a couple injuries this year in the offensive line room, and so most of us understand what it's like to be taken out of the game. How much hard work that we put into the season just for some freak thing to go wrong, and then you're out. So he was a motivating force for all of us, and my name was called, so I just had to get the job done and stick to my fundamentals as best as I can, and get it done for the team.
You've lined up next to Hall Schmidt, maybe more than anybody else. Talk to me about Hall and what he brings to the team.
Hall is actually my roommate, so we have pretty good communication, I'd say. And if something goes wrong, we communicate and be able to fix the problem. He's brought a lot. He started all these games, and except one. I think he had injury. But he's been a tackle to step up when we haven't had too many tackles in the room. So he's been doing his job, and I'm looking forward to him growing every single week along with the rest of us.
Pretty easy question here. How fun is it to block for Ashton Jeanty?
It's incredibly fun. He can't make everything right. We have to be able to give him a hole, and it's nice knowing that if you just give him a hole, he's gonna make a touchdown, or at least an explosive play. So it's really allowed us to stick to our fundamentals, give Ashton a hole, and let him do what he does.
In the second half of last week's game, it seemed apparent to me that you guys were starting to really wear down San Jose. How does that feel to see that, and does it kind of give you some more confidence?
Yeah. So we say a lot, we're just going to keep chipping away. It's going to take a long time, but those explosive plays will happen. We've proven in the fourth quarter that we can last and excel in the latter half of the game. But it just takes constant chipping away at the defense for those tackles to stop working, or people getting reached, or etc. Whatever it takes for the play to work. But yeah, we just keep chipping away, and those explosives will happen.
As a fan watching the game, there's been several times where I'm like, man, Ashton's just real close to breaking one off. Do you guys ever feel that way as well?
Yeah, in the last couple of games, we've just been like, one or two people missing their assignment. They're not executing it to their highest level, and that's what we've been struggling with. Offensive line, all five of us has to work together perfectly in unison for the play to work. So for those like one-off plays where just one person gets through or whatever, we try not to let it get into our heads too much, but it reminds us to stick to our fundamentals and just try our best to get the job done, all five of us doing our job, so we can let Ashton do what he does.
How has your move to Boise been, and what do you like about the area or the city?
The people, honestly. The people are incredibly kind. It's just, I don't know. They just want to get to know. They're kind. They're friendly. They ask you how your day is going, even if you don't know them. I remember the first time I came here. It was the spring game. Did a little visit. I went into a gas station, and the worker behind the desk was, asking me how my day was. It's like something so small as that is like, I don't know. It kind of gives you a little bit of happiness knowing people are so kind here, and they're so trusting, and Bronco Nation being behind a football team as much as they are is a massive plus. But I love being outdoors, so this was a great option. Just going fishing or being in the river, or going shooting with my friends, or whatever it is. Being outside. There's a lot to do here. There's a lot to do, and it's just, I'm very excited to be here.
That kind of goes into my next question, actually. What do you like to do in your free time? Sounds like you're quite the outdoorsman.
Yeah, I try. Obviously I'm very busy during season, but I like camping. I like fishing, going out shooting with my friends, shooting skeet, clay pigeons, all that, and just hanging out with the people I care about. But being outside is a great premise of hanging out here.
Final question. I've asked all the players this, and I have yet to get an NIL deal for anybody, but I'm hoping. What's your favorite food spot in Boise?
Favorite food spot? There's this place called Mixed Up Nutrition. It's kind of by Target. I don't know what road that is. I'm new here, but it's by Target. Super healthy place. They're good for protein shakes after practice, or these things called like T-bombs, and they're like kind of energy drinks, but like healthy. So those are super good too. And they have these like protein balls that are like peanut butter oat like mixture. They're really good. So I've been going there a lot with some of my roommates and teammates, and it's just good fuel for the body, so we can be ready to practice next week or the next day.
All right, you heard it there. Let's get him an NIL deal. Jake, I appreciate you joining me today.
All right, thank you so much.